Most people think falling asleep is about being tired enough, but your body actually runs on a biological countdown, and once you know the 3-2-1 rule, you'll never ignore it again. Social media algorithms love the 3-2-1 sleep rule. The idea is simple. Stop eating 3 hours before bed, stop drinking water 2 hours before bed, and turn off your screens 1 hour before bed. But trying to execute this as a rigid mathematical formula actually misses the point. Setting multiple alarms and constantly checking the clock to hit exact cutoff times creates intense psychological pressure. You end up lying awake, stressed about failing a wellness test, which actively prevents your brain from relaxing. It separates your evening into a 3-hour boundary for large meals, a 2-hour line for fluids, and a final 1-hour cutoff for digital screens. These time blocks function as gradual biological buffer zones, easing your physiological systems out of active daytime alertness. The framework works best when you use it to strategically give your digestion, your kidneys, and your brain the runway they need to naturally power down. Let's start with the 3-hour food cutoff. People often trip up here because they wrongly assume they have to go to bed starving. You don't. Active digestion forces your body to work overtime. Processing heavy meals keeps your temperature elevated. However, your body relies on a natural temperature drop to initiate sleep. Late meals generate heat that actively blocks this trigger. There is also a mechanical barrier. Lying horizontally with a full stomach actively triggers acid reflux. If you have just eaten something exceptionally heavy or spicy, the resulting painful heartburn makes deep, restorative rest nearly impossible. The 3-hour buffer is strictly about allowing the heaviest stages of digestion to pass while you are still upright. Eating a light snack, like a handful of almonds or a banana closer to bedtime, won't derail this process. Moving to the 2-hour mark, the focus shifts to managing liquid volume to maintain proper hydration without overloading the system. The Mayo Clinic identifies nocturia, waking up during the night to urinate, as a primary sleep disruptor, especially as we age. Late-night fluid loading almost guarantees you will experience this. The 2-hour window gives your kidneys the specific biological time they require to process fluids. This ensures your bladder isn't filling up right as you enter your deepest, most restorative stages of sleep. There is a critical medical caveat here. If you take evening prescription medications that require water, never skip them for the sake of this rule. Waking up thirsty in the night usually indicates a failure to hydrate properly during the day. Taking small sips of water in the evening is fine, protecting the cellular repair your body performs overnight. Finally, the 1-hour screen cutoff. It's the most ignored boundary, yet neurologically the most critical. Blue light emitting from phones and tablets actively suppresses the brain's production of melatonin, the hormone signaling it's time to sleep. Without that melatonin signal, your brain perceives daylight. It overrides exhaustion and commands your body to stay awake. The light is a major hurdle, but the psychological content you consume, like stressful news, is equally damaging. Your nervous system cannot distinguish between a physical threat in the room and a highly stressful text message. Both trigger a wired fight-or-flight state of alertness. If avoiding screens entirely is impossible, high-quality amber glasses can filter out the specific blue wavelengths that suppress melatonin production. But those glasses won't stop the psychological stimulation. Whether you use blue light blockers, do some light stretching, or switch to a physical book, the final hour serves to inform your nervous system that the day is over. In reality, modern schedules are messy. You are going to have late dinners, and you are occasionally going to check your phone right before bed. Some metabolisms need a 4-hour food buffer. Some schedules only allow for a 2-1-1 configuration. The exact timing matters less than creating the separation itself. The psychological stress of demanding perfect execution from yourself will keep you awake far longer than 10 minutes of stray screen exposure. To start building your custom routine, use our sleep schedule calculator to determine your optimal baseline sleep and wake times, and then work backward from there. Consistency in creating a biological buffer zone matters far more than flawless execution. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to give your body the time it needs to rest. Now you know the science behind the 3-2-1 rule. Try it tonight. And if you want to build a sleep schedule that actually fits your biology, the link is in the description.